Hello, my name is Dom Fera. I wrote, directed, acted in, and composed the music for Deck'd and Deck'd 2. I was 18, or no, I was 17 when I made the first Deck'd, and then I was 18 when I made the second one a year later. And Deck'd 2 is just, it's about a kid who really likes Christmas and is now, at this point in Deck'd 2, he like works for Santa Claus, gets sent on missions, and this one is about him getting sent to New York City to help out a girl who used to love Christmas and now is kind of a sourpuss about everything. And he doesn't know why. So it's like, it's a mystery, it's an adventure. I'm just kidding. It was really cool. I didn't think that, I really didn't think that I was going to win something 2 years in a row. So that was actually really, really, really neat to I mean, now the pressure's on though, right? Because if I if I go next year, it's like, it's this kid again. Let's see what he's gonna do. With Deck'd 1 was made for a reason. It was made to sort of showcase the stuff that I could do. You know, because I put in the music, I put in the, I edited the thing, I wrote it, I acted in it. Like, I wanted to, when I was sending that to NYU, I got in, by the way, so that was cool. And I just wanted to, like, show off all the stuff that I could do just to show them, hey, look, I really like this stuff, and I like musicals and, movies. That's how I sounded 2 years ago. And the second one was more about it being about Peter Bell and about Christmas and that kind of stuff. And again, it was like expanding the universe of this one character. It didn't just end with him learning his lesson in the first one. There are plenty of lessons for Peter Bell to learn. And he'll be learning a lesson in Deck'd 3 this December. It's gotta be between singing and composing. Composing just for the fact that I always end up, again, like down to the wire, and I always do I do the score last, but that always winds up being like 4 days before I told everybody I would release it, so I'm always in a rush, and the music, like the background stuff, doesn't always get as much attention as it needs to. But I have to get it out by a certain time. And I think singing, I'm just really picky, so I'll sing the same thing over and over and over again. You can ask my friends who are sometimes here when I'm doing it. I'm like, well, just listen to it again. I don't know if this part's right, and you just gotta, hear. Wait, because like, did you hear that I took like a weird breath there? And so that takes a long time. In the beginning, when we're singing the song in the park, there's a little boy, and I didn't know him. He wasn't supposed to be in the movie, and he was with his mom. They were like playing catch or something, and actually, I didn't even notice. It was someone else who was dancing with us, and they look over and they're like, "A kid is doing the dance moves right now." I was like, "Do you see him?" Because he definitely is like watching us this whole time. And I was like, let's ask if he wants to come over here. So he went over and I talked to his mom, and she was like, yeah, sure. And he came over and he did it. He was not shy at all. He just got right on board. He was awesome. Yeah, we got kicked off of a roof. Not like off of a roof. We didn't fall, 10 stories. We were up there. We were on the very, very top, but we were shooting the ending where him and the girl sing their final song. And we shot like an entire sequence of it, and we had asked if we could be up there, and we got the okay from everyone, and it wasn't a big deal. We knew the guy who lived there, so it was not a big deal. And then like a maintenance guy came up and told us that we had to go. Meanwhile, we're not making noise either, because we don't actually have the instruments all plugged in and everything. We had a recording, but they weren't having it. So then we were like wandering around Wall Street looking for another building that we could go up on top of, with a drum set and with the guitars and everything. It was kind of a pain, but we wound up just like filming on like a dock with the sunset behind me, looking like a rock star. I'm not a rock star. Well, the YouTube thing, so I had a channel before the channel I had right now, and that got taken down. I got suspended because they made a mistake. I had made a little stop motion animation that said like Robot Chicken Test, and it was just me trying that style out. But they saw Robot Chicken and they were like, this little jerk is stealing our stuff. So then they made a claim and everything. And this was back in like the Wild West of YouTube, and my account just got taken down. I was like 14. I was so angry because I had like 24 subscribers. I was like, no! How am I ever gonna get them back? And then I made the new one. I put up this stupid little anime. Like, I didn't learn my lesson. Then my first video I put up on my other channel was of Back to the Future. It like was straight up Back to the Future footage. It wasn't even mine. And yeah, then that started there. And then I made the laser collection just for fun. When I was like 14 years old, and that just went nuts. It's awesome. Everybody's awesome there. And that's what I said. They had done like an interview with me when I was there, and what I said was, it's different. You know, you could having an audience just at all is awesome. And I love one of the things that I love about my YouTube thing is that I have people watching. That's really about all that you can ask for, is that you actually have people who want to watch your stuff. But you know, even a regular audience, even those people, it's cool, but it's a little bit cooler when everyone who's watching your stuff is a filmmaker. And all this, you know, there's when you have an audience filled with other filmmakers and professionals and people who want to do this stuff, and they're the ones watching and they're the ones laughing and cheering and clapping and that kind of stuff. It's just it's awesome. It's a really cool experience. And again, everybody is so great there. I don't want to say, because I feel like it gets thrown around a little bit too much. I don't want to say family, but there's such a community there that it becomes really, you're just really comfortable. Even just the second time I was there, like, I mean, by the end of the first time I was comfortable and I liked everyone and I knew people, and it was one of those, like, you know, waving to people on the streets that you would start to recognize. But then, like, as soon as I got, there was no transitional period. It's just one of those things with the kind of people that go to this thing and the kind of environment it is. When you show up again, if you've been there before, even when you show up the first time, it's just easy. It's so easy to talk to everybody. It's easy to be sociable. It's easy to get to know people and laugh and be friendly. And so it was just awesome. So again, like coming back the second time, there was no transition period into being comfortable again. It was just like, we're here again, woo! And, you know, opening night was awesome, and you meet the people that you knew the last year, and it was cool. I don't know. I hope to write and act. I mean, directing is definitely, you know, on the horizon, and I would like to do that at some point. But I think for the kind of movies that I want to make, I don't know if I would be able to direct like the huge version of the movies that I want to make like right away. So I'm pretty solid with, in the not too distant future, writing and acting in my stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to my dumb voice for this entire interview, and thank you for watching my movies, because that's really cool. And again, the only thing that I could ever ask for is that people actually watch my stuff. So thank you.